Fermented foods represent one of the most interesting areas in immune nutrition, and the science here is genuinely compelling. We're talking about yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, miso, and tempeh providing beneficial bacteria essential for immune function. The foundational concept is sound. 70% of your immune tissue surrounds your gut, so microbiome health directly influences immunity. The research shows probiotics enhance immune cell activity, reduce inflammation, improve antibody responses to vaccines, and create antimicrobial compounds. Studies demonstrate that regular fermented food consumption reduces respiratory infection frequency and severity. This isn't marginal. We're seeing clinically significant effects. The mechanism makes sense. Beneficial bacteria interact with your gut-associated lymphoid tissue, training and modulating your immune system. The recommendation to consume fermented foods daily with variety to introduce diverse bacterial strains is evidence-based. Different fermented foods contain different bacterial species and strains. Yogurt and kefir provide certain lactobacillus and bifidobacterium species. Kimchi and sauerkraut offer different profiles, often including Leuconostoc and Pediococcus species. Miso and tempeh introduce yet more diversity. This diversity matters because different bacteria provide different benefits. What's important is the specificity required. You need unsweetened yogurt or kefir with live active cultures. Added sugar feeds pathogenic bacteria and can counteract probiotic benefits. You need naturally fermented sauerkraut or kimchi, not vinegar-based versions. Vinegar-pickled vegetables don't contain probiotics because they weren't fermented by bacteria. You need unpasteurized products because heat kills the beneficial bacteria. Many commercial fermented foods are pasteurized for shelf stability, rendering them probiotic-free. The advice to start gradually if you're unaccustomed to fermented foods is critical. Introducing large amounts of probiotics suddenly can cause significant digestive discomfort, bloating, gas, changes in bowel movements. Your gut microbiome needs time to adjust. Begin with small portions and increase slowly over weeks. Combining fermented foods with prebiotic-rich foods, the fiber from vegetables, whole grains, and legumes that feeds beneficial bacteria, this is where the strategy becomes sophisticated. You're not just introducing beneficial bacteria, you're feeding them so they can colonize and thrive. Greek yogurt with live cultures topped with berries and nuts provides probiotics, prebiotics, vitamin C, and zinc in one meal. This is thoughtful nutrition. Kefir has more bacterial diversity than yogurt, often containing 30 to 50 different strains compared to yogurt's handful. If you can tolerate it, kefir provides broader probiotic exposure. The recommendation to add miso at the end of cooking to preserve probiotics is correct. Heat destroys these organisms. Here's the complexity. Individual response to probiotics varies significantly. Your existing microbiome composition, your genetics, your diet overall, all influence whether specific probiotic strains will colonize and provide benefit. What works for one person may not work identically for another. The diversity recommendation addresses this by exposing you to many different strains, increasing the likelihood that beneficial ones will establish. The emphasis on rotating types of fermented foods throughout the week is smart. Monday yogurt, Tuesday kimchi, Wednesday kefir, Thursday sauerkraut, Friday miso. This gives you broad bacterial exposure. The connection between fermented food consumption and reduced respiratory infections is supported by enough research that making these foods daily staples represents sound immune strategy. Just ensure you're choosing true fermented products with live cultures, starting gradually and combining with prebiotic foods for maximum benefit.